500 likes for the scariest videos in 2023. You don't need context or a translation in order to understand the next one. And that has nothing to do with me not finding the original source or being too lazy to translate the video, absolutely not. But you most likely have read the title of this one and thought to yourself, is Justin Bieber dropping a new baby song soon? Like a new edition? And you would be wrong. Very wrong, in fact. You may have to go and do a DNA test. I would assume you would be also wrong about your family. There is a streamer who for some reason has a baby doll on his shelf. Some people just don't grow up. It's not that dolls are made for little kids, but it's that they are also made for some ghost to get attached to. So while a random group of Latinos were commenting on the footage from the live stream, the baby doll went on and started reading the chat. When the streamer finally arrived and sat his ass on the chair with his big head, it took him a minute to realize what was going on.
Anda, no megle. Y como se mueve la muñeca.
Cállate, como voy a leer.
Sí, sí, sí. Hola, weón.
Te está saludando.
No, si yo llegué a ver estos diablos culeados, weón. Mira, 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 mira cómo mueve la cabeza, weón. Mira la weón cómo mueve la cabeza, mira. La está dando vueltas, mira. Está mirando para allá como mirando al cabro.
Te haces el ejercicio.
Mira, ¿viste? Mira, mira. ¡Oh, conchetumare!
Ay, no, que no me...
Muñeca culiada, weón.
No.
Oh, weón. Está como que. Está como para mirando, weón. No, weón, si antes no se fueron a acostar. Está como pendiente, está como que, no sé, como que sabe que nosotros. Mira, como que está poniendo la cabeza para adelante. Oh, la misma volada, weón.
¿Te imaginas si se tira para adelante y te pone ahí en la cámara? Ahí sería acuático.
Uy, qué raro, nunca había visto eso, weón.
Estoy viendo el film.
Pero mira, no sé si te dais cuenta.
Se está viendo acá.
No sé si te dais cuenta que como que las luces.
Se levantó, ¿cachaste?
Mira, mira, se está levantando.
No, no me di cuenta,
Sí.
weón.
Hizo así, mira.
Ya no tiene la cabeza,
¿Así?
mira, no tiene
¿Legal?
la cabeza apoyada en la pared.
¡Oh, conchetumare! Se levantó, mira, está en el aire. Mira, está en el aire, en el poto. Está más arriba, mira.
Escríbelo,
Mira,
no.
mira, conchetumare. La media volada, weón.
No, escríbelo, weón.
Está moviendo la boca, weón, mira. La media volada, mira, si tiene la boca más abierta.
¿Eh?
Espera.
Weón, qué brígido.
Weón.
Mira que mira para atrás. Ay, no.
Weón, mira.
Se sentó, ¿o no?
No, se está moviendo recuático, weón.
Se sentó, se sentó.
No, si está en el aire todavía.
No, mira.
No, se sentó, weón.
No hay problema con el loco, parece, ¿no?
Conchetumare, weón, la mía volada, weón.
Sí, ahí en el agua.
Con el loco, parece que tiene problema. O el loco. Ay, weón.
No, weón, si el loco está callando ya, es que yo le voy a mandarle el este. El cabro
no,
culiao
ahí va
va a quedar para la cagada, weón.
Have you ever seen a doll move like that? I'm not talking about the head rotating, but the fact that it was able to lift itself up in such a sitting position is incredible. Even I can't do it when I'm sitting like that. I'm saying even I, as if I am some big deal. David in his haunted house, he kicks it off very dramatically, and I actually fell for it for some reason. I was like, poor dude, not only is his house extremely haunted, but now his wife has also left him. If I were in his place, I would have quit life already, but then I realized what was really happening here. So he starts off the video by telling us that his wife broke up with him. That's how it seemed to be going at first, and I assumed that it was because she could no longer stand the horrifying activities happening in the house, and that he was refusing to move out. But in reality, after he said his wife left the house, she left for work. She had a job, that's all, so good news, she is still with him. Okay, that's very nice. What does that have to do with the story? Nothing, just a filler. But as Dave continued with his speech, something in the background was bothering his dog. Oh wait, that was actually in a different clip where he was also delivering a speech, but the dog was actually seeing something. At first, I thought Dave had made a mistake and that he was staging everything because there was a shadow reflecting on the floor where that dog was looking. But then I realized it was the shadow of the object moving. I didn't catch him there, unfortunately. Back to that first clip we were talking about. Well, after he was done talking, we got to see some clips of his camera falling caught by another camera, and so did the chair. But if you thought that part about his wife was the dramatic part of the video, according to my title appearing on the screen, then you would be wrong. It was that one video when he heard noises in the house and decided to investigate while recording. I'm not sure what he saw because it wasn't as appealing to us as it was to him, but he scurried to his garage, only to pick up a sword to defend himself. That was drama to me, a sword but not a knife. What a knight he is.
My wife left before I did. Anyways, as she always does, she leaves work earlier than me. But on my way out, I decided to set up 2 cameras, one facing all the way down from that window back there this way, and then the other one was facing the living room. There's a dark shadow in the house, and, well, you'll see. I saw something in my room, in the closet. I thought it was a person. I'm in my bathroom that's attached to my bedroom. I keep hearing noises coming from the closet that's just on the other side of this wall. But Sarah's gone. Babe. Babe. Hello? Babe? Max? Oh, what the dude? I heard someone out in the driveway too. Someone's in my closet. I have a weapon around. I have a weapon of some sort around here. Who's here? Who's here? Hello? Oh, Jesus. God damn, what the f. Max, come here. Max. Maxie boys, come on. Come on, Max. Max. Come on, Maxies, come on. Come on, Maxies. Come on. This is camera recording. Huh. Weird, I never... Oh, geez. Dude. Oh my god, I got chills. I know it just falls, dude. This never falls. This thing has literally never fallen ever. And it's against the wall. Oh, it's alright. Let me get over to you. Gosh. Just got home, and as I was walking in, I heard some banging noises in here. So that's why I'm setting up the camera right now to find out, you know, what it is. Max, shut up! There's nobody here. The wall.
Now here is a thing I was surprised to see. Why did he have a sword for protection but not a gun? If I'm not mistaken, in the US, almost everyone in the neighborhood has a gun to defend their property if needed. I had never seen one using a sword, and he also described the figure as being so tall. He said he was 6'2", and that figure looked taller. Here we have a man who thinks he is cool and a guy who has a name. Finally, a person in my videos who actually has a name, so I don't have to call him something off my own. Eddie Murphy. I mean, Chris Murphy is the name. Murph this but outta here. Cuckoo is a man who had an idea one day, and that day was back in 2017. What a boring year it was. His idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if they could become something more. Actually, this was stolen from the Avengers movie trailer. His idea was to play with his pee-pee, to see if he's actually a man or not. And by pee-pee I mean the Ouija board, not the other thingy. Chris said he made his own Ouija board, which to me, it looked very similar to the original one, so much that I thought he just bought one and taped it with tapers. But it's his own made. So we are talking about a broke man here, someone we can all relate to. Yeah. Chris is an all-time classic, so he went downstairs, or upstairs, I can't really remember. Maybe there weren't even stairs in the house to begin with. He went to the dang thing and started playing, with the corny music in the background to give you extra chilling feelings. But before he even started the session, on his way to the board, he was confronted by his house colleagues, who beaten him up for staying up late and speaking out loud. That's what I wish had happened. But unfortunately, he was confronted by a door slam. Let's get to the Ouija session after he asked some stupid questions and couldn't continue because he was too scared and saw the planchette wanted to say goodbye to him in a special way.
What is up, everybody? As you know, I've been experimenting with these ghosts here in this house. Seems to be getting a little bit worse day by day. It's kind of weird. It's really only happening to me. It kind of freaks me out. So, I made this homemade Ouija board. Ouija, because I'm broke and I can't afford one. So we're gonna test this out. Right now it's probably about, I'm gonna say 9 o'clock. And yeah, so we're gonna see how this plays out. I never really played the Ouija before, so I am about to show you my Ouija board that I made. It's homemade and it's sick. I'm trying to connect with the spirits. This is my ghetto stand. It's pretty ghetto. Look, it's got 3 different layers. Oh my god! Guys, that just like hard. It slammed as hard as my door upstairs did. Yes. Alright. Spirit of the Ouija board. What is your name? What do you want? Why? Oh. Guys, you just said you. You know what? I can't do this. Alright, I'm gonna say goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. I'm done. I'm done with this. Screw that. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, it just said no. Dude, it's just trying to get off the board. Holy shit. Holy f***. Guys, look at this. There's nothing on this. This is just a regular homemade board. It's so f***ed up. Oh my god. There's nothing over here, guys. There's no way anything can be moving, man. There's nothing in here. It's way too dark anyway. I'm gonna grab the candle. There's just no way. This is just behind a chair. There's nothing there. Guys, I'm here by myself. So you know what? I'm done. Screw you, ghosts. Guys, don't play the Ouija board. Oh my god, that is real. That is crazy. It literally moved by itself.
To be honest, I wasn't initially planning to share this video because I thought it might turn out to be dull. I can be quite critical, but after I completed the video, I recognized how underappreciated it is. Chris must be somewhere in the world, 6 feet under, because he's still using Facebook. Ghost theory, and no folks, I'm not about to break down some theory I have come up with about ghosts, but this is the nickname of the duo in the next video. Joe and the other dude, right now, I'm not aware of his name, but if I get to feature them in the future again, then I will definitely pick up his name. It has to be pronounced by Joe at some point. What an interesting topic to discuss. Just get to the video already. Okay then. Joe, and let's call the other guy Jeff for now. So what's the deal with Joe and Jeff for now? Just Jeff, by the way. These two headed into an abandoned cottage. As far as I know, the location is a 300-year-old abandoned cottage built on a plague pit. In the video, they discuss the stories of a vicar who deserted the villagers during a plague outbreak in 1665. So, what were they able to come up with? Did they invent some new technological invention that will change the world of jinn for good? No, they just did an ordinary paranormal investigation, but they picked a lot of activities, from sounds of faucets opening, to doors slamming, to footsteps, to different sounds and noises. It seems as if most of these sounds were coming from the second floor, which they went to and spent quite a long time in there, which takes us to the best shift in this whole story, what happened to Joe. He was once a cool, calm dude with glasses on, which represented wisdom and knowledge, and his rolled back hat on, which gave off a sweet smudge of excitement. He was such a cool dude. But as the investigation proceeded, Joe started to lose control of his senses. He took the hat off, and so he did with the glasses. He was getting dizzy, sweaty, and almost on the path of getting possessed, as it seems.
We were just setting up to record the intro when we could hear what we could only explain as water running through the pipes above us.
What is that?
There was like a big bang, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And then suddenly it sounded like water leaking.
Yeah. That's like steam.
Yeah. We've got to find out what that is.
You can hear it here.
Yeah. It sounds like the heating's being turned on. It's like heating up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like all the pipes have started flowing all of a sudden. That is so weird. Stop now, isn't it? It's upstairs.
Is that the upstairs tap?
It's a bathroom, isn't there? Because it's weird. It's a 300-year-old cottage built on a plague pit.
So, I just want to sort of sum up because you've probably been.
But that was below us now.
This place has one of the most creepy vibes we've ever had. Do you hear that?
We've never heard that here before.
No.
We've been.
This is the first, yeah.
Like fourth time we've ever been here. The problem is water doesn't just run without anywhere to go. But I can now hear it underneath us. So below us now is where the kitchen is.
Yeah.
We're constantly chasing it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
That was a door. That was a door.
That was, yeah. That made me jump like. So did that.
That was a door. The kitchen door shut.
Really? Wind? I know, but wind? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like panic attack, I suppose, is the best way to put it. I'm actually just going to fall asleep in a minute.
Yeah, not in this station. I want to go home. I do not want to stay
I
here.
feel like I could just fall asleep, like just stood up. Those noises aren't helping.
Seriously? What was that? How much battery have you got?
Dead. Not even turn on. Well, why does that sound like there's someone coming up the stairs? Oh my. Okay. Okay, so this is why we weren't going to release this video. At no point are we claiming that I was possessed or anything paranormal was going on here, and people probably wonder why we didn't just leave. It was because this obviously wasn't planned, and we were hoping to continue with the investigation once I was feeling better. I had been working a lot that week and had pretty much been living off of energy drinks. We don't want to lose your trust in thinking that this was faked as some paranormal encounter, and this is genuinely how it happened, but it does make this episode much creepier than we anticipated.
Joe, we need to go.
really sorry about the lighting, guys. I really hope you can hear that. That's footsteps. I'm gonna go and have a look, Joe. I'm seriously shaking. Crap. Listen, guys, listen. That made me jump, Jesus Christ.
I think the longer they stayed there, the more dangerous this was going to get. As I mentioned earlier, Joe wasn't the same dude I once knew at the end of the investigation. I'm saying that as if I knew this man for years at this point. A Latino went to investigate what looked to be a theater. And how did I figure this out? 'Cause I'm a genius. I just took a look at these chairs and the way that stage looked, and I came to a conclusion. It's either a theater or a hospital. I was going with the hospital's option, but I called a friend just to make sure, and he told me it's a hospital theater. Anyway, what does our friend Martinez bring to the table? Ball. The good news is that for the first time in your life, you won't see a walking down the hallway slowly, dressing in white with a cheap long black wig. The bad news is that the activity is not convincing. I get you like the curtains moving. And I know how much you appreciate looking at doors swinging back and forth. And I know it drives you crazy to see the piano on some drugs. But this is gonna be like your wife on top of you, but you're just watching while the other dude is doing what you should be doing, and you can't do anything about it. And guess what else? She is also loving it. And you thought that would be the end of your miserable experience, but not yet, 'cause I will also be the one doing the dirty job. And after we are done, you will be strangled and forgotten. I think I took it a bit too far, but this is how I felt while watching Marty not charging at the activity.
¿Eres tú? ¿Que andas en este lugar? Manifiéstate. ¡Ey! Manifiéstate. ¡Ey! Hay actividad poltergeist aquí, ¿eh? ¡Ey! ¿Quién eres? ¿Qué entidad eres? ¿Quién eres? ¡Ey! ¿Qué necesitas? ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién eres? Voy a hacer los 3 toquidos, amigos. Los 3 toques. Me están aruñando. ¡Ey! ¡Ey! ¿Quién eres? ¡Ey! Voy a terminar aquí. ¡Ah! ¡Uy! ¡Se prendió la luz! A ver, ¡se prendió la luz! ¡Ey! Miren, 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 miren. ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién está ahí? La silla. ¡Ey! Que se está moviendo la cortina. Chingao. Que vi algo acá yo, Vi algo aquí yo. ¡Ey! ¡Ey! ¿Quién eres? Tacones, ¿eres tú? ¿Quién eres? ¿Dónde estás? Te pido que te manifiestes. ¡Ey! El piano otra vez. El piano otra vez. Muéstrate. Manifiéstate. ¿Por qué haces eso? ¿Por qué haces eso? ¡Ey! Déjame poner el zoom. Se está tocando el piano, ¿eh? Tengo el zoom, amigos, están viendo. Miren, 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 miren. Hijo. Chingao.
So, let me ask you, how did you feel after viewing this and being unable to secure an endorsement of the authenticity of this phenomenon? Don't you have more worthwhile matters to ponder? You've spent this amount of time ruminating on a nonsensical video. Salsa, and I think that should be her real name, is a lady of 2 little girls, living with her husband and her 2 pets. She has a dog and a cat. What does that add to the story? Nothing, but don't you want to know how adorable they are? Who? The pets. Of course I was talking about the pets, you weirdo. So, she has been experiencing some pretty interesting yet scary paranormal activities in her house. When I featured her in that one video, we saw how her bathroom was haunted and how she caught some shadow figures that actually looked like shadow figures peeking behind corners. Today's not much different, but a bit more interesting, in my humble, unneeded opinion. As she was waiting for her husband to come back home, she went to check on the bathroom, only for these drawers to open right in front of her, one after the other, and the worst part is that they also closed again in front of her, as if it were sending a dangerous message to those who didn't believe it the first time, saying, "Hey you all, do you think this is some kind of staged fabricated activity? Think again, this is the real deal, and by the way, we left a tip for the delivery guy if he didn't tell you already." Now, when looking at the security cameras in the girls' room, we can see the blanket is being pulled, and while it's not very easy to tell what it is, it was like a small creature moving right beside that little girl. While her younger sister woke up in the middle of the night, she had a conversation with an invisible entity.
Okay, I've been hearing noises. It's okay. Shh, sit down. You scared? Man. Sometimes I'm hearing noises. Sometimes things get thrown off the counter. I just want to make sure that you see nothing because this is really creepy. I'm so over it. Come on, John, hurry up and get home. Can you stop, please? Sometimes things get thrown off the counter. Sometimes the water gets turned on. It's really creepy. Who's it, Lucy? Who is it? I'm probably gonna go live as soon as John gets home so that I'm not scared while I'm recording. I don't want to touch it. That's just the cat box. Yeah, I'm gonna go live as soon as John gets here because I'm creeped out.
Look, I also talk to myself all the time when I'm alone. I even have some serious discussions sometimes, but I'm a grown-up. I'm aware of what I'm doing, and I'm doing it on purpose with my own mind and myself. But this is a very young girl. She can barely speak well, and when she does talk to herself, it makes no sense. This next one has to be the scariest on the list without a single. Don't worry, I'm not talking about your relationship life state. I meant to say, without a single paranormal activity. Why? Is it a Karen being right for the first time ever? No. A guy, and let's name him Fred. I hope his parents don't mind, if they still exist, of course. Fred was in his house in Switzerland near the Swiss Alps, which really made me jealous. Only God knows how much I want to live there. Anyways, while Fred was enjoying a cup of tea away from all the noises, all of a sudden he heard something. At first, he was like, this must be a miracle. I thought I had lost my hearing years ago. So he got curious, where could these noises be coming from? He went on investigating to see if he can find the source, and his hearing led him all the way up to the top of the mountains. At that point, I thought to myself, well, maybe he was delusional. After all, he thought he could hear again, but this old freak. This old fella is just hallucinating. But after I shoved the biggest shoe I could find in my mouth down my throat, which almost choked me, but I'm used to swallowing big stuff because I eat a lot, not for any other reason. After I completed the video and looked carefully, I realized why Fred was scared. He forgot his way back home. But then there was a minute left of the video. It turned out that he actually knew his way back. But there are some folks in dark coats floating.
Kaoleki bunker.
mrda. Nešto stoji, ne mogu da priđem tamo. Evo, penje se. Evo, idem prema stubu ovamo. Pa ću poslije da napravim krug. Evo, pored ovog stuba nema ništa. Ima neki natpisi, ni ja sam ne znam šta je to. Čini mi se kao da je mrdnulo malo. Ovo mrdno. Mora da se povučem. Mora da se povučem, ljudi. Ovo je mrdnulo. Ovo je mrdnulo. Čekaj.
If they remained still at the end, I might have mistaken them for mere statues. The atmosphere was eerie, but it fell a bit short. It could be just visual effects, but it's still worth a watch. Whenever someone wants some alone time so he can have peace with himself, away from all the noise in this world, after having to deal with so much pressure and compromise a lot to keep his chin up and try his best to never let his guard down. But the more he keeps that chin up, the more he leaves an opening for an easy opportunity to get knocked out. And the more I keep going with this, the more it will sound as if I'm creating motivational videos. So let's get to the bottom line. It's a random video of some dude exploring an abandoned anonymous building. But the information I have found regarding the video is as it's written. The police were called after the incident that took place with the investigator, and the entire building and surrounding area were blocked off with fencing. Now this is going somewhere, and it's getting really interesting. You think so? Then do you want to know why the place was sealed? Nope. Then I will tell you anyway. Remember what I said at the beginning of my motivational speech about someone getting pressured to the limit, and that he needs to stay in some quiet place alone? That's exactly what this investigator found. After following these creepy screams, it led him to a room where he came face to face with some dressed up black person who might have chased after him. I might lose my ability to have kids in the future if I were in this investigatory position, as these screams are alone enough to make me tremble to the core. What do you think will happen to me if I end up this close to such a maniac? to this date, I'm still wondering how I ended up with the folks in the next one. I still have no idea how I stumbled upon their videos. It's like I was walking in an empty street alone in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden, someone grabbed me and put me to sleep, and when I woke up I was still in the same place, with a little note that says, "I wanted to F you. But dude, your smell almost poisoned me. Plus, when will you get to the video? And to answer all your questions, I need you to answer my only question. Are you 18 yet?" The couple in the next one believe their house is haunted by strings. I mean, haunted by some unknown entity that wants to take over their house ruthlessly. How scary. So Bob likes to start his videos from the couch, where he can be the beast on top of his beauty. Wait, we were talking about the paranormal here. So, I don't know why a big boy like Bob would have a baby card. Maybe he still thinks he can enjoy himself just like he used to when he was very little. It's okay, Bob. Growing up is part of life. That's why the folks from the other side are trying to help him by scaring him of playing with baby stuff and focus on more mature people habits, like taking a seat, saddle down, abandon some books. Unfortunately, the best way these folks can do it is by throwing and moving, so it always ends up scaring us, the humans. We need to understand their underlying messages, not be scared of it. And some of them are also innocent. They just like to play with toys when no one is looking around.
Sat here, just decided to film again. It's about 20 to 9 at night. Keep hearing noises. Don't know if you can hear it, but absolutely, this is every single night nearly now. Just weird things, but I only capture minor stuff. What the fuck, man? Oh my fucking god. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, see what I mean? See what I mean? God, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god, mate. Oh my god. Whoa. Fuck. It's about 10 PM. Sort of hear some scratching noise again. It's not the bird. I can hear a bird moving, but it's coming from like over here. Oh, that was just me knocking the glass. Hello?
Oh, that's moving.
No, it's not.
The jungle gym. Watch it. Maybe it's because it's...
No, it's not windy tonight. It's always shut all the windows. And I've blocked the fire off, so like, don't come down and look at you.
No, but it's not straight, is it?
I don't know. Just recording because I never seem to get anything.
No. Tell me you got that on camera.
What?
The games and DVDs just moved from the show.
Whatever. What the man? Marie. Oh my god. Come on, let's go upstairs. Oh my god, man. Oh, mate, what's going on? Whoa.
I should have warned you about the production quality of this video, the angles, the strange glitches, and the poorly composed music. It was messy, but it was worth it to me, even if you had to use all your health insurance for this year in one go. As they say, no pain, no gain. When it comes to mirrors, I'm the first person to stand by the claims of those who say that they can show evil entities. Look, I believe that it's not a myth, and under certain circumstances, you could actually see something in these mirrors that you don't wish to see. Unfortunately, to this day, I haven't found a video that would showcase such terrifying events and look legit. Until today. So you finally found that one video. And the best part is that you're about to show it to us too. How excitingly scary. Don't get too excited. In fact, the whole plot of the next series of clips should revolve around that topic and the experience that this man is having with his mirrors, but in the videos themselves, we didn't really get to see anything reflecting on them. That said, it doesn't mean that nothing was taking place in the background. Jack lives with his wife, whom I forgot the name of, but it doesn't matter because she doesn't play a big role in the videos I have here on the list. They are both experiencing scary activities in their house. Jack said that he had encountered what looked to be a figure in the mirror because he had multiple mirrors facing each other. But while doing so, almost everything takes place. One time he heard the sound of someone talking in the other room, but he was completely alone. The other was when he heard the noises, which sounded like thumbing sounds, only to capture a terrifying-looking creature on the bed. And the last one was when he was with his wife in bed. Is it because it was his first night and he was so scared he didn't know what to do? Why do you jump to conclusions very quickly? No, it was because they heard a sound outside. When Jack went to check, a mist-like appearance was seen coming from behind the couch.
Okay, so I've been noticing that whenever we have this mirror here, so that's the wall, Savannah likes to get ready in it, but I don't really like looking at it because whenever, it's not going to happen now that I'm filming, but whenever you look down that hallway, it looks like, I don't know, this mirror is dirty as shit. Okay, so what'll happen is I'll be walking past this mirror and I'll look down the hallway and I'll see this figure of some kind.
What are you doing?
I think I heard something. What the?
It's mostly harmless. Usually we don't let it go.
Okay. So I was looking down the, and I saw, it looked like a person, but as soon as I looked at it, it like disappeared into the door almost. There's nobody in there. Okay, so it's like almost 6 in the morning and Savannah's already gone to work, but I've been hearing this tapping noise for like the last 20 minutes. That's the air conditioner. It's not what I'm hearing. It sounds like someone's tapping with their finger. You hear that? bed.
That one quick shot when captured the figure on the bed, and let's pretend like he actually missed it and not did so on purpose to make it seem more legit. I don't really see these as worth believing to me anymore. That style seems a little outdated, but that's just my awful opinion. How am I going to start with this one? Because there is a lot to talk about. Let's first start with our main topic, the place itself. Have you ever heard of the haunting of 30 East Drive? If you had, then you spend too much time watching horror content. And if you have not, then welcome to the club. But here is a brief summary that will get you going. But don't get too high, or you will hit the climax and splash it on the closest person to you. This house has been known for its hauntings. Back in the 1960s, the Pritchard's family lived in this property, where the daughter got dragged to a bedroom. Only God knows how hard she lost her virginity that day. I mean, imagine, your close friend asks you how you lost your virginity, and you say, "I lost it to a ghost." What a cool dude. And what a weird friend you have who would ask this question. That father of the Pritchard's family had also to experience something similar when he got trapped in one of the rooms while a dark figure was getting close to him. That's how he described it. This place has gained so much popularity they made a movie about it that I never heard of. Now, since this house has gained a reputation only famous Twitch wish for, so many investigations has been made on it. Let's start with the lady. I don't have a lot of time, but basically, she sounds like an old annoying stepmother who keeps shouting at everything. A teddy bear was sent flying, some doors smashing. Smashing is like closing shut, not the other way around. A fast weird thing peeking, and some more. Fast forward to the second part of this sequence. A professional cake eater took a nap there, and a hand was trying to get in touch. By the way, the lady needs some alien to translate her accent.
Emma, I'm sorry for shouting, sweet. Will you open the door for me, please? I have just seen something. Right, that's it. I'm off down. I can't take no more. The things I do for you lot. Oh, someone's following me. Jesus Christ. I might have kicked that. I'm not sure I might have kicked that. Oh my God, there's a shadow upstairs. What the frig? I'll just show you around in here. Can you... What? Hello? Hello? I've just heard somebody on the stairs. Some stupid person. Okay, that is it. I dare go down the swamp upstairs. Here we go. Lights out. And quite honestly, I've just been for a week because I'm afraid I'm gonna wee myself. Okay. I'm gonna open this creepy door. I'm not gonna look in myself though. I'll shine my shut that back up because I don't like it. Right. What was that? Right, I'm going to go open this door now. And you see some shadows, but that is me putting my phone in my other arm. Right. Shit. Right. Oh, I've just did something in the room, so I'll just go to the bottom of the stairs. There's the horrible mirror. What the hell was that? Have I to really cope there? Oh! What? God. You can't scare me, you bastard. I'm coming. Sorry for swearing, people. Someone's just moved about. Oh. All right, I've had enough now. I want to go down. I daren't go down. I'm sorry for shouting at you.
I got it in slow-mo. That's not your hand, Helen.
Helen, that's not your hand.
No,
not your hand, sir.
Right, watch this one then. Watch again.
That's not your that hand. That's if it's any hand, it's your right hand.
Just
That's
wait.
a dark hand, that.
Mum, look.
That hand is dark.
Helen, look.
When I go back down, hang on.
No, your leg on your left arm. It's not your left arm.
There.
Are you sure it's not you getting up again, Mum?
That's not your hand.
No, that wasn't.
Helen, look. Look.
There. Okay. That. Fuck. I'm off to the top of the stairs. Fuck it. Come on, Kelly, you've been in here 1,000 fucking times. Come on. Whew. I've been to the toilet, I will tell you. But it's the other end that's coming out. Fuck off. Right, I've just shut door. Bed, I'm going to sit on the fucker. I daren't move. Oh! Someone's just stopped on that cupboard. Jesus Christ. I'm sat here. I am shitting it. I've shut door. Are you sure you heard breathing sounds? Are you sure it's not me, Chris? Oh! I want to go down. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not. Fucking, I'm freezing. Some freezing's coming past the bedroom. What was that that's just gone past this? Oh God. I'm gonna go down. I've had enough. What are you, Victoria? I think it's Teddy that's in Emma's room. What the shit was that? That door has just opened. It's still moving. I hope people can... Where's that come from? Where the... I'm going to go into Philip's bedroom now. Ah! 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 Fuck.
I clearly can't delve into this during the introduction, but there's something intriguing. The poltergeist activity was oddly dubbed Fred. And how do you anticipate having peace with someone after you've practically exhausted every method to insult them? Even the vocabulary dictionary couldn't cope with it. Back to Big Belly Dell and small, Tiny Ted. They are back to explore the old haunted cemetery located somewhere in this world in the US. While they have investigated this place before, unfortunately, I don't quite remember what happened to them back then, but I'm pretty sure I had that chapter up on my channel at some point. They didn't have enough the last time and decided to come back for round 2. Almost every man on this earth will be completely exhausted after round 1, so how will they perform in round 2? Are they going 1-on-1 or 2 for 2? What are we talking about? They are exploring the cemetery, not something else, you know. Anyways, they opened the gate, started a walk around to see what could be lurking in the darkness, used a device called necrophonic to communicate with spirits, and were able to pick up some sounds. Now that was all fun, but the most appealing activities are yet to come, and there aren't many of them. In fact, I can say there are only 3. The first was when Ted felt like someone spoke to him and said, "Are you up tonight for some joy?" Is that really what that voice said? Nope. It said take me, but based on what was said and because my senses are telling me it was a female for some reason, that could translate to a one-night stand. Then the gate that was open slammed shut. Which gate? The one that leads to the truth. No, the one that leads to your house. There is only one gate. In the end, it all came down to the Chucky doll they found laying on the top of their car.
Like, what if someone evil was buried there and their evil nutrition made an evil tree?
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
That, didn't you?
Whoa! 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 Dale.
You heard that?
Whoa! Hello?
Yeah. I never had that so close before, Dale.
Hello? What are you doing out here? That sounds like a little kid out here playing or something. Is it like with the neighbors? What? Are you there? That door was all the way open, right? Oh, dude.
Oh.
Where's your keys?
I'm
Where's your
trying.
keys? Turn it off, dude. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Can't.
Come on, turn it off. Hurry up. Turn it off. What the f?
Dale.
Dude, I don't feel good about this, bro, at all.
There's something on top of the car.
Hell yeah, there is. What is that?
I ain't ready for this, Dale.
Dude, was that there the whole time? Have you looked over there since we've been over here?
I mean, I haven't really tried to look. What is that on top of it?
Dude, bro, that straight up looks like a doll. From where I'm standing.
Dude, what the f?
Yo, I don't see no legs or nothing behind there, dude. David, hey. If somebody's back there, I'm going...
Dude, that is a doll laying on top.
Listen, dude. If somebody's behind the car, you go around the right side, I'm going around the left side. Okay?
All right.
Hey.
We're coming out. You better run.
Chill out, dude. We'll call the cop.
Holy shit, Dale.
Anybody out here? Hey.
What the f? Dude. Holy shit. Dale, we didn't see anything. There. Ain't nothing in my car.
Look, I know you guys aren't doing too well financially at the moment, but how can that doll cover any of the expenses? It doesn't even look precious. What is more fun than watching over a closed door until, all of a sudden, it opens by itself? It must be a very exciting experience until you realize there is no wind outside or inside the house. So how was that door able to open by itself? And wait just there. It was closed, which means no wind can perform such activity. But hold up, why am I smelling a burned fuse near me, even though the doctor said it will take 1 more week before I can smell again? So are you saying that we are about to watch a door opening by itself, or more like by a strigen? And what's a strigen? Is it a combination between a djinn and a string? Are you hinting at something? Yes, in fact, I have been hinting at my delivery guy for the past 30 minutes, and he still couldn't find my house. Regarding the next video, no, it's not just the door. We have more paranormal activities. Like in the kitchen, there was a beat going on as the refrigerator and the cabinets were all having a festival of going back and forth to each other. The horror doesn't end there, if you can even call it that, as in one of the rooms, the drawer closet was on earthquake mode. But the fun part hasn't begun yet. What? Are you saying there is a second round? But I'm wobbling and barely have enough energy. What are you talking about? I'm not a lady in your bedroom. Mike was trying his best to not sound trashy with his instrumental skills, but luckily he was stopped by the door. The scene with the door going back and forth in front of Mike had to be the strangest paranormal activity I've witnessed. What made it so odd? It's not something entirely new, but it was just peculiar how it moved so perfectly. When it comes to moving into new places, which is something I always recommend, you should always expect to be moving from one place to another that was better than the previous if the moving was optional and you were the one who decided to take the action on purpose. But back to your first point, why do you always recommend moving to new places? Do you work as an entrepreneur of some sort? And you also said that when moving to a new place, it should be better than the previous. Your excuse was that if it was optional. But what if it was optional due to the fact that the person who moved did so to lower his expenses? Wouldn't that be a downgrade for the place itself because it costs less? Wouldn't that make your logic a bit too broken? What do you have to say? I have to say that don't take everything I say too seriously. I'm just another guy on the internet. So, this person has just moved into his new property and discovered it was a bad move. The dude thought he was playing chess and made a mistake. His backyard door, or front yard, or whatever place that door leads to, keeps shaking, and sounds of the stored items in there can be heard as if they were moving inside. While inside the house itself, that weird sliding door leading to the bedroom keeps going left and right. He has a similar door that also performs the same paranormal activity. One day, she was back from work, only to find the door of the bathroom shaking. When she opened it, she found the faucet running. You know, after recapping the videos, it's merely a matter of door activities. She decided to bless the house, and it worked like butter, as if she were completing a mission in some video game. Also, it's worth mentioning that she found a mysterious-looking box.
This place is haunted for real. This is terrifying. What am I going to do about this? Just got home from work. This needs to stop. I need help, please. Going to explore it later. This won't stop. The door keeps shaking. It's scary. What is this? It won't open. I was exploring my new place. I already saw the one shed, but I didn't know there was another. What is this box? What is going on here? Something is messing with me. I live by myself. Except for Puppy. I am home alone and this started happening. Okay, this is scary. I don't know where this came from. My bathroom door kept making noise. Then the faucet turned on by itself. Going back to my room, this is really creepy, guys. Blessing this house. Wish me luck. Door 1. Door 2. Door 3. Bye-bye. I got a package in the mail, but I didn't order anything. Let's see what it is. No way.
If blessing a house was as easy as shown, I think no place in this world would be haunted anymore, which doesn't make sense. Even for those skeptics, it wouldn't make sense. But what confused me is how many people do live here. In some clips, the hand looks like it belongs to a lady. In others, it looks as if it's a male hand. And what makes things harder is that she mentioned she is completely alone. All this time, you were mistaking shadow figures to be a jinn, something out of your imagination, something you definitely don't want to get close to. But today, I'm about to wake you up to the sad reality and tell you something that your parents won't dare to tell you. Son, you're adopted, and shadow figures you usually see in low-quality videos are nothing else but normal humans. The quality of the video is the reason they look like a jinn. Now, I want you to wipe these tears away and remove that disappointing face. I hate to see you like that. In fact, I hate to see you regardless of your mood. Anyways, here is a very old video. That is so old your grandpa would think he is younger when he sees it. A group of idiots. I mean, a group of Einstein-level geniuses are sitting together, talking about life and some other stuff. I told you, the quality is bad enough to be a poison, and that applies to the audio. They are in a gas station, it seems, and it's looking so beautiful out there that I wish to be sitting with them. And to spice things up, and no, this is not a stupid reference to my channel's name, a white-looking dude walking like a lady just showed up. But who in the world would be walking by a gas station when it's so dark? And he is glowing too. I don't mean he was literally glowing, but he was so white it's kinda offensive to black people. These guys were shocked at what they were witnessing, so much that one of them took advantage of the moment to show his opposite sex interest towards his friend while he wasn't paying attention. They ended up running to a room, which for some reason became haunted all of a sudden.
Oye, güey. Quiero tomar una foto, volteen. Chinga. Esto no es foto. No, creo que no. Oye, güey. ¿No tiene más brillo?
No, güey, búscale. Ay, búscale, a ver.
Oh.
Ya te digo que estamos cotorreando. Me dice, sí, güey, me reventaron. Ay, seas paro, no sé, vamos a ver quién fue. Pues calma, ya estamos.
Ya se le va a acabar la pila.
Y la bronca y la... Llegamos y no, pues resultó que no era el chavo que lo habían reventado. Ya fuimos, estábamos cotorrea, que sí, que no, y que vamos, chabrían.
Ya, para de mamá.
No, por favor, usted paparazzi, no lo queremos ahorita. Mira que camión.
¿Qué tiene el puto camión?
Tiene sus lucecitas, pero no se ven. ¿Sí se ven?
No, güey.
¿No se ven?
No, güey.
Mira, güey, mira.
¿Qué pedo?
Allá, ¿ya viste?
¿Dónde, güey?
Ya, por
No mames, no se alcanza a ver.
Allá, güey, allá.
Ya lo vi, güey, ya.
A la verga, ¿qué verga es eso tú?
No mames, no sé, güey.
No mames.
Ay, hijo de tu puta madre. Aguanta, güey, aguanta. No nos ve, güey.
Espérate, aguanta, ¿qué verga es eso tú?
No sabes, güey, vente, vamos a meternos, güey. Al chile, porque no mames.
A la verga, no mames. A la verga,
hijo de su...
¿Qué verga es eso, güey?
¿Quién sabe, güey? Aguanta, güey, vamos a verlo.
No, yo no voy, güey, está bien culero.
No mames, vamos, güey.
No, yo ya me voy, no se la verga, güey.
No,
vamos para allá, güey. Sí, mames, yo ya me voy, güey.
No mames.
No, ya hay que cerrar, güey.
No.
Ya hay que cerrar, güey. Hay que cerrar, güey.
No, güey.
¡La puerta, güey!
Ay, joder. Ay, güey. No mames, güey, yo ya no me voy para allá, güey.
Ya fue,
¿Cómo está la...
Allá, güey. No manches, está re culero, güey.
Yo ya no voy a salir a cerrar la puerta.
Está, güey. Es puto, güey. No mames, güey. No mames.
¿Qué es esa madre, güey? No, ya no. Ciérrale, güey, no mames. No, ya no voy. Ay, güey. Cierra, güey. No puedo, güey. No sé qué le detiene a esta madre.
¿Ya se fue?
No sé qué pedo, güey. No se ve nada. Cállate.
Tú chingón, güey, estás cabrón, ¿no?
No, está cabrón, qué chingón.
No, chingón, güey. Sí, es como eso. No, a mí me espantó el culero. Ya.
I don't know where this is coming from, but what I'm certain of is that these guys are now somewhere in the world, probably married and with kids, or maybe they're all 6 feet under. Next, we have a skeptic who just recently decided to upload a video that could potentially turn him into a believer. Is that really so? Why did he upload a video in order to make the switch himself? He could have just witnessed the whole thing and never uploaded the video. Why are you so hard-headed? Don't you want some entertainment? Don't you want to see some creepy videos, or at least videos of people being creeped out? Oh, so you don't actually. You didn't come here to watch these videos in the first place, is that what I'm hearing? So you just clicked on the video by accident. Why did you come all the way to this point in the video? Regardless, Joe has just recently been experiencing some strange and possibly unexplained phenomena. He tried to come up with his own explanations, but it got out of control in the end for him, so he decided to sit down. Literally, he sat down, took a chair and sat on it, pressed record on the camera, and started talking to us about his experience while the doorknob was minding its own business and going crazy, and then he opened the door to find no one. Later, they throw his bag on the ground, almost like a threat message. But when it comes to the title on the screen, where does it come from? It's very basic in reality. I'm not talking about the other side, like the other dimension. I meant the other side, behind the door upstairs.
Alright guys, so I was unsure whether or not I was even gonna make this video, because I'm not a massive believer in this kind of thing. As the name suggests, Professor Cynical. I'm cynical about everything. And I always try and rationalize things, and yeah, I mean, over the course, since I moved in this home, over the course of the year or two that I've been in here, things have started to be a little strange. Now, it all started with noises, and I would hear things, and I blame it on the wind. I've tried to record stuff in the past about it, and I even put up a small short on my channel a while ago, and people was like, look, it's literally just wind. It's a windy day, it's just wind, and that's that. However, since that video, things have become quite intense. And I managed to capture something today that actually, it's something that's been happening for a small while, but I managed to actually capture it on video, and I'm quite happy that I did. But I also feel silly because, I mean, I can't explain it, and there's no wind that could even do what I'm about to show you, so yeah. I'm honestly done with this. Every other day, pretty much, this happens. I posted about this before, but people just saying, oh, the door's moving because of the wind, and it wasn't anything. And over the course of so long, it's just getting worse. I'll show you as well, there's literally nothing here. Got baby gate there. There's literally just shoe racks in that right there. Look, there's literally nothing. And if I look up here, mind the camera. But look, there's literally nothing. Okay, let me set back up my tripod. What the? Whoa. Oh, that's new. What the heck? Hello? So yeah, that's the whole thing, and you know that happens quite frequently. Lights turn on and off constantly, so I think there's something wrong with my electrics maybe. And one thing, when I was looking back at the footage that I captured, I noticed that the camera kept going like out of focus constantly, and there was like weird artifacts in. Now this was recorded on my brand new iPhone, so it's never done that since I've had it, and there's definitely nothing wrong with the camera, because you know I record all the time, and you know take pictures all the time, and the camera's only ever been perfect on my phone, so I have no idea why in this very instance it was behaving like that. And again, I'm trying to think, you know, maybe some sort of interference or something, but yeah.
Well, the pacing in this video isn't something that I'm very invested in. In other words, it's not one of these videos where I find it hard or even struggle to come up with an explanation for. So, what do you want now? I want to go back to my childhood, before I was 12. Here we get to the section of this video that will put an end to your miserable life. The section that may just hurt so many people. Some will say it's fake. How amusing. It has some shots that could nominate it for some Emmy Award. The first shot comes from the very first clip in this sequence, and that's why I placed it first. So you get so excited, then I will shock you with the sad reality later on. This anonymous man, whom I will name Tom, has bought a doll. Not for his kids or for himself, but rather for his house. Tom wanted to bring darkness into his life. So instead of dating a girl, which is the best way to see darkness in life if you ask me, he brought this doll. And to make things extra dark, he didn't bring a black guy with him, but he started doing some satanic rituals. While he was acting like a calm gentleman with his glass of wine, the faucet was turned on by itself. Something about that doll turned it on so much it got wet. Extra wet. Remember that glass of wine? They broke it. And while Tom was having some romantic night in the bathroom, no sex involved, and before he was about to hit on his dog Digi felt it coming. So with his superpowers, he turned the candles back on to trick Tom into getting inside the bathroom so he could lock him in. So far so cringe, but still it doesn't seem very suspicious. Then why calling it fake? First of all, I didn't say it's fake. I said something else that has the same meaning. And second of all, do you remember the part where I said Tom did some satanic rituals? Remember how life used to be back then? So that would be that part where Tom's neighbor feels horny and ruins the whole party.
So I get off work and this is what I come home to. Which would be cool. But I'm alone and there's nobody here. So maybe Digi, did you run the bath? Were you gonna take it? What the f? Digi? Well, I came out here to try to show off these decorations, but the storm and wind pretty much blew down most of them, but that's fine. But while I'm out here, this is my attic right now. So, yeah. I don't want to go up there. I gotta go up there. Okay. Well, I already replaced light bulbs a couple days ago, so fuck it, right? Just do it again. There. Okay. There. Good. What are you doing here? So the church was no help, and getting rid of the doll didn't do anything. And it's shit's still happening, and it's only happening now when I'm alone, and I don't. Some people on the internet said to try this, and it's a upright pentagram of salt and some dead leaves, and I'm supposed to read from this book, and it's like protection spell to like ward off evil. And I don't believe in any of this shit, but I don't know what else to do, so we're gonna try it. Tune sede malice sed contra event. Come on. Come on! No! So I went to Jim's after that night, and I showed him the video. So I figured it was you know, him and the voice, but he's kind of freaked out by it actually. So it wasn't him, and his the boys have been with their mom for about the past week because there was some, I don't know, leak in their bathroom or something at the house, and like it was flood in their bedroom. He says it wasn't him, and I believe him. Doesn't know of anyone on the block that would do that. So, and sounds crazy. But like the weird stuff started when I got her out, right? So like I think I just need to, you know, put her back. Do I just get rid of her?
Tom's neighbor is actually Tom's assistant. I'm not sure what his role is supposed to be. Is he a demon figure or some weirdo? Either way, it's not what a legitimate guy would do to convince people that he is experiencing paranormal activity. Here comes the very well-known pick for these types of videos on my channel, the Sheik and the investigator Ahmed. As always, the formula is to be expected. One has investigated an abandoned haunted house and then decided to come back to it with a Sheik to expel the demons. Okay, that last bit sounded a bit more dramatic and epic than it actually is. Ahmed has visited the house before and found that there are sorcery within the walls of the building. A written black magic on the walls. Today, he took the Sheik and headed to the place. The sheik turned out to be really unexperienced when it comes to graffiti. He has no skills with it at all. Does that affect the success of the expelling process? Nope. Does it make it harder for these expelling rituals to be concluded and completed for good? Nope. Does it have anything to do with the work this sheik is trying to complete and the mission he is trying to achieve? Not at all. Then what's so important about his skills with spraying bottles? Nothing. I just wanted to create confusion. Anyway, as they were going with their work, there was a tree right beside the house, with its leaves right beside the window. Yeah, what's up with that? Are these leaves some rare ones that cannot be found easily? You are still wrong. These leaves are completely normal. But their behavior took a dark turn, and the vines of the tree started shaking all of a sudden. While some laughter, or it could be a scream, can be heard in the background, footsteps are coming from the upper floor, while Ahmed freaks out after hearing the sound of something falling in the room where they were shouting these prayers and removing the sorcery.
وسع كرسي السماوات ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. سأتلي الآن زلزلة ستزلزل أن أقسم بالله العظيم على كل خادم سحر في هذا المكان فليغادر هذا المكان الآن. يغادر هذا المكان الآن. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. انتبه معي أحمد على أنكم تطلع صوت أو بأن ربك أوحى له يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا أشتاتا كمان أشتاتا 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 في صوت أشتاتا 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 يروا أعمالهم ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يرى ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يرى. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله. ايش؟ الله أكبر 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 الله أكبر. طيب نشوف هسه هون بالله. ايش؟ فلما ألقوا قال موسى ما جئتم به السحر إن الله سيبطله 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 إن الله سيبطله. شيخ إن الله سيبطله. الله أكبر. إن الله سيبطله سيبطله إن الله سيبطله. في صوت بالصوت صوت في مرة بتصرخ بس صوت بس صوت شو خليك عند الباب. إن الله سيبطله 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 إن الله سيبطله. راح صوت ما في صوت. شيخ الصراخ ايش؟ اسمع اسمع اسمع. لما ألقوا انبسطوا الآن سوى السحر بطل. خذوا خدام السحر بالبساط يتعذب يعني. بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا 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 أشتاتا. في أصوات أشتاتا. أيوه 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 زي كأنه فوق الصوت وفي فوق طابق. في طابق بس ما فيه أي شيء. هذا اللي كان المشكلة كليتها هون. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها. أيوة. أخرجت الأرض أثقالها فقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا 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 يروا أعمالهم ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. في شيء وقع. خلص
I don't know if those sounds are actually someone suffering or some jinn suffering in this context, or if it was some laughter. Maybe it was actually a person who was making these sounds. Maybe it was a sorcerer, or just some homeless dude who decided to prank them. But what if it was actually that father who went out to buy some milk? How stupidly scary. Have you ever heard of a knockoff of Disneyland? Well, even if you haven't, I'm pretty sure you can make something out of this question when it comes to its location. As we all know, China is the country where you can find copycat versions of everything. Reino Mexico is a cheap copy of Disneyland that was built somewhere in Mexico back in 1988. But what about China? Yeah, what about her? Do you still think you have a chance with her? If you don't confess your love to that girl, she will slip into the heart of some other dude. Oh wait, you mean the country. This land wasn't built there, unfortunately. Now let's keep moving. After realizing that it was a terrible idea to build such a place to be a version 2 of one of the most famous places on Earth, and after some accidents here and there that caused the lives of many children, they decided to abandon the place for good. This was the best statement they have made regarding this land, if you can even call it a land. Based on what I saw, my house's backyard has more space than this land, and I don't even really have a backyard. How frightening. I was at first sold on the idea that this place was abandoned due to the accidents that took place there, but after looking at the designs of the statues they had there, which were supposed to represent some fantasy kids' characters, I realized that they should have abandoned the place even before officially opening it. This park was built to be closed later, to become one more creepy place on this earth. Anyways, after the paranormal rumors that surrounded the park, 2 very brave investigators decided to go all in to see what they could capture, only to be surprised by one of the prince's statues walking on its own.
Tengo una lamparota super expandex. Ah, bueno, tú tienes tu luz azul. ¿Sí?
Güey, ese es el velador de...
Es el velador, ¿no? Ah, velador. ¡Ey! Velador.
Aguanta, espérate, ey. Shh, no te muevas. No mames, no te muevas ahí. Güey.
¿Velador?
Ese no es el velador, güey.
Güey, no es el velador.
No. No, aguanta. Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, güey. Eso no es el velador. No digas perras mamadas, güey. Perdón. ¡Ey! Se me cayó algo, güey. ¿Qué se me cayó? A la verga. Sentí que se me cayó mi cartera, pero no. ¡Hola! No digas cosas. No. Güey, ¿fue aquí? No digas mamadas, güey. Buenas, velador. No mames. Esta madre no pudo haber salido, está con reja. Está con reja, güey. No digas mamadas, güey. No digas mamadas, Joe. Miren. No digas mamadas, güey. No, Joe. No. No, güey, no mames.
¿Qué fue eso, güey?
No sé.
No mames, güey. No mames.
¿Crees que haya sido ella?
Güey, nos estamos metiendo más adentro del reino más. Banda, comparte.
No mames, güey, no mames.
Parece que sus ojos te miran, ¿verdad?
Pareciera, pero no creo, güey. Güey, es que qué pedo, güey. Hola. Tú te moviste. Tú fuiste la que se movió. ¿Es así? No mames, güey. ¿Tú fuiste la que se movió, mujer? A ver, güey. Güey, es que era el vestido también así, güey.
¿Verdad?
Amarillo.
Yo pensé que era el velador, te lo juro.
Yo también, güey.
¿Cómo que me detuviste?
No, güey, no era el velador, mira. Blancanieves.
Blancanieves.
Ay, güey, dime que no era cierto, güey. No mames, güey. Miren. Pero es que, güey, no creo que haya sido ella, güey, mira. Porque no se puede ni sostener esto, güey. Mira, y aparte está muy rompido todo, mira.
Sí, no, o sea, está hecha de fibra de
No mames, güey.
Pero ella no se puede mover.
Sería ella.
No tiene brazo, además.
Güey, porque yo no miro a nadie más, güey.
Está adentro, ¿verdad?
Buenas.
Buenas.
Yo no miro nada, ¿eh? Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, ¿hay alguien ahí? Es que te dije que adentro nos miraron desde arriba. Se vio una cara.
Hola. Ahora vamos para allá. A no ser que le tengas que decir al vigilante que abra.
Solamente sería la manera. Como venimos con permiso, bueno, estamos con todo el respeto para no romper nada ni... ¿Escuchaste?
¿Hola?
¡Hola! Es adentro.
Sí, pues es adentro.
¿Cómo rayos entró?
¿Hay alguien ahí? Buena. No mames. Verga, perdón. ¿Qué fue eso, güey?
No sé.
Güey, sentí mi mano que me la jalaban para allá.
¿Neta?
Sí, güey.
No mames. Ten cuidado. O sea, pero no, y están en los cristales, es peligroso.
How could kids even sleep at night after visiting such a place? Just look at the faces of some of these statues. Even at my age, I'd probably have nightmares if I stared at them for a mere couple of seconds. Back to Ian, the man who I saw a lot of potential in him. Since I featured him the first time, I knew he would become something bigger as long as he kept going with his investigations. I saw the light that was shed by others and vanished. I was that grumpy old man who no one liked the attitude of, but all respected due to what he represented, and I believed in him. Remember, Ian, you will never be alone as long as you're walking in streets crowded with people. After this cringy intro, let's talk about the video. Ian is heading into these mounds. It's a Native American burial mound along a secluded trail by a river. The spirits of the deceased Native Americans still inhabit the area. With that being said, what can be found in such an empty area? I mean, in the end, it's just mounds surrounded by trees and rocks. What type of paranormal activity could be performed there? They are going to throw some rocks at him. That's lame. Calm down, champ. Hear this out. Deserts, mounds, and caves are some of the best places to find jinns, so don't underestimate such places. Ian kicks it off with the K2 meter, or whatever that device is called. He threw it on the ground and it immediately picked up signals of the presence of ghosts. Later, as he keeps going deeper and deeper into these woods, he starts hearing sounds as if someone is following him, but he is alone. Or is he? That's what we will find out next, after this commercial break. I feel like I'm hosting the Super Bowl. Ian felt like someone touched him on the shoulder. Maybe it was some lost dude who wanted water to hydrate his body after being lost for a week, but he found none. Then he passed away, never to be heard of again. It sounds reasonable for a lost soul. Also, Ian picked up an orb and heard the sound of a woman talking. But in the end, it all comes down to the last apparition.
This is a K2 meter. This measures electromagnetic fields, and spirits are said to be energy, and so this thing picks up on that. I'm gonna place this down right about here on this mound. Look at that, it's already going off. Holy shit. What the Are you touching that green light? Are you buried in this mound? I take that as a yes. How many spirits are here? Man, walking through these woods, I feel like anything could just pop out at me right now. Like, from anywhere. Bears, Bigfoot, ghosts, anything. Okay. I don't know if I'm going crazy. I thought I heard something behind me. Hello? Who's over there? I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know, Thought I heard something, but I'm not sure. Oh, holy. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not going crazy. I don't know if I should try this, but I'm gonna try walking backwards because I want to see what's coming up behind me. Is there somebody out here with me? Oh my God! Holy! That scared me so bad. That was a straight up voice from thin air. It was as if somebody was standing like right there. Oh my God! Holy! Oh my God, something just grabbed my shoulder. Holy moly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to react that way. You just scared me. I'm actually not gonna say anything this time. I'm actually just gonna listen. God, I'm hearing all kinds of things over here. It sounds like voices, but they're so faint. Oh, dude, one just crossed over the screen. Did you see that? Of course you did. I just caught it. That was so cool. Still a lot of fun. Okay. Okay, that sounded like a coyote, a dog, or God forbid, a wolf. Hello? It was coming from the woods. It was coming from this area. Dude, that is so crazy. I mean, what else could that be? That is undeniable. Like, that legit sounded like a drum being hit. Am I wrong? Like, I feel like I'm going crazy out here. Are you smoking something over here? Hello? I start talking. That sounded like a male voice. Could you speak again? Oh my God! Dude, that was a face! I just seen a face! That was a glowing face!
Look, as I told you before, I like this dude, his style, and everything, but that very last shot of the ghost face apparition. What? Are you going to complain about that too? If you don't buy it, then why did you feature the video? Now kneel down to your master, Ian. If you think that the last forest trip I showed you on this list was scary, then you should prepare yourself really well for this next one. Put on these panties that I like the most and take a shower before you do, because it's about to get spicy. How creepy. What is creepy? I didn't say anything about the video itself yet. We meant you're such a creep. I will take that as a compliment and proceed. So, why did you mention that forest trip? Why are you so worried about it? We have yet another group of people who went straight onto the woods, only to find an old barn house. These guys went straight inside the house, minding their own business. They tried to do everything straight to the point, except for one thing, and that was their behavior and appearance. That was the only thing that wasn't straight about the video. So, what were they like? You mean the so-called investigators? They were just like us humans, but felt a little dumber. Long story short, what did they find inside that house? Nothing much, just a big knife with red liquid dried on it. You know the liquid I'm talking about. They ran away when they saw the knife, only to come back later to find what looked like a mask hanging. You thought they were done there. No, you fool, they came back one last time at night, but this one was their last, as they were chased by a maniac.
Żarcie jest, wszystko jest. Kur... Uwaga. Co?
Kurki chyba. Będziemy mogli zrobić jajecznicę na ogniwie. No, według mnie sarnologa to jest czaszka sarny. Siekacze widać ładnie, więc obstawiam, że to będą około 2 lata. Aczkolwiek nie jestem pewien, ale rogi w bardzo ładnym stanie zachowany, tylko jeden tutaj łamany. Aczkolwiek powiem wam, że bardzo ciekawe znalezisko i nikt. Zapukać najpierw.
Tam jest jakaś stodoła. Kolejna chawirka.
Czekajcie, może poświecę trochę.
No.
Nie wiem, czy tam się da wejść.
Ja nawet będę
No tu kłódka jest kłódka jest założona. Pizdu.
Śmierdzi gównem to. Ciemno.
Mam telefonową. Znaczy koszę beton. Jaki...
No dość kurwa. Wampir jakby.
Kurwa!
To jest dziwne.
Zajebiste, bierzemy? Co to jest?
Nie wiem.
Kurwa, na tym jest krew.
Oświeć. Ale...
O
nie, dobra, idziemy.
Spierdolamy stąd.
Ej!
Zostaję! Już wypadł. Weź, bo masz lepszą latarkę.
To co, w tej stodole trzeba sprawdzić.
Tam to chyba... A ten płaszcz to wisi?
No też wisiał chyba.
No tak mi się tak wydaje. Był płaszcz tutaj jakiś przecież.
Kurwa nie ma.
Chyba nie ma. Nie ma nic.
Nie ma nigdzie.
I don't know whether to believe them or not. They don't seem genuine, unlike the ones who found the people conducting rituals. However, there's always a possibility, especially considering that Russians are known to embark on risky trips. But who am I to judge? Let's talk about Robert and Mr. Dan. Oh man, here we go. He has already brought us back to these good old days. Back when people were regular, back when our wives were actually our wives. It was not a pay to see me just as if I were yours. Back when ghost haunting had a bitter taste and when these two guys were the only subjects talked about in the newspaper and the ghost haunting magazines. Wait for real this time. What are you talking about? I barely said anything and you almost kneeled and started crying, as if you even knew who these two were. I didn't even say what they were doing here. You need to chill before exposing your emotions to others. But aren't they ghost haunting? Yes, but not literally. Actually, it's not very likely that they headed to this house to find some ghosts, but more so that they could investigate the old house and take a deep look around. But it took a bad turn. In fact, it was such a horrifying turn that even I felt something. Did you actually get spooked, even just a little? I can't say I didn't quiver at all, but at least I was screaming of pain. That needle wasn't that pointy or sharp after all. What needle? Oh, I thought you were talking about my accident when I sat on my chair. These two are investigating an abandoned house that was known as the Old Willis place and had been owned by Miss Betty Willis. The property was used for hunting and had been in the Willis family for a long time. They mentioned that the house is quite old, possibly dating back to the early 1900s, with some parts appearing older than others. After making sure to cover all the property as they were seeing what they could find under the house, they heard some footsteps coming from inside the house. They immediately went to check, but the place was as empty as my head. Even on their way out, they heard sounds coming from inside.
By the old refrigerator. Ice temp.
Ice temp. I'm thinking that this was probably built in the early 1900s, and then sometime in the 1920s, 30s maybe, it was sealed inside with, sealed inside with tongue and groove.
All right, so now that we're back at the creepy old house, let's look under it where we saw that room that looked like it had been previously divided by the board and the batten. See, these steps here are relatively modern, cinder block and brick versus the old fieldstone steps in the wall. All right, I'll give you that to hold while I crawl under there, and then I'll get it back from you when I go under there. I'll go look at it in just a minute. Look, buddy.
You want to take the camera with you?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, so under here, there's definitely a clear divide between this. So over here on this side, real narrow boards on the floor. Different kind of floor joists.
Yeah, if I can get the fire wedge on my face.
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right?
What is that?
Oh, that's weird. Here. That is strange. You heard that, right, Dan?
Yes, I did.
That was weird. All right, that's enough of this old house for a minute. We're gonna go look at something else.
Hello.
Sounded just like footsteps.
It's not funny.
No.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Not funny at all.
No, not cool. Not cool. I told you this place felt creepy. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have... All right, that's it. Come on.
You can say all your goodbyes you want.
Let's go.
I'm gone.
Let's get out of here.
I'm not going to be corny this time, but for some reason, I really felt this one. I saw far more creepier videos before, but this one was one of those where I felt something for real, as if I were there with them experiencing the activity.
Coke bottle, right? Coke bottle, right?
A dude, and let's call him John. John works at some subways that look more abandoned than the word can convey. I don't know what his exact job title is, but let's say he is a security guard for the sake of this story. As the video starts and he goes all into the ladders to go down to the subway like one of these main characters in adventure movies, I thought that he had sold his balls the week before and that he has no nerve to be bothered by a supernatural event. I looked at him and said, I feel safe between the arms of this young fella. But the moment he heard some noise, like a steel board slipping to the floor, John turned into a professional runner and ran as fast as he could, as if he had never worked here. So I said, let's give him another shot. I mean, another chance. So the second time he went down, John turned into Scooby-Doo, and he made some weird noises that made me feel sorry for him. But why though? Why did he turn into Scooby-Doo and not Shaggy? Or why did he run the second time? At first, the water bottle in front of him moved ever so slightly. And yes, John ran like a duck, but he had to come back. And this time around, he heard some growling, which sounds like a hungry dog who hasn't seen food in a week. When using the security cameras, which show one of the offices, we can see a chair rotating around. That one was lame. But one clip from this collection you will immediately recognize, cause I don't think there is a single human being, dead or alive, who hasn't come across this specific clip. When John gets called out by his fellow worker, he hears some noise from that same dog that I talked about earlier.
Not having it, Marco, no.
Hey?
Go see what it is.
That's weird.
So we go over and have a look.
It's okay. It's tightened up.
We're not left there. I don't know what it is.
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared again, dirty.
Can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
It seemed, mate, it didn't stopped. Do you not hear it stop?
Stop, yeah. Come on, Rob, get out. I'm going because we've got to do tricks anyway.
Right. I wasn't going to, but I am now. You know, this scares me. Oh my god. As soon as you get your feet on these ladders, it's like there's something pushing you back up already. Boiler room. Sorry for the language, but oh god, isn't it a nice place? Grim. There's been a time where I was coming down here and I got to this point here and I heard like, I thought you'd be meeting me down here. I go like that and there's nothing. That. Been a while since I put something up, so I thought I'd take a little trip down. Feels a little bit ominous tonight. Spirit box or anything else with me tonight. Had workers down here, all week. I know for a fact there's no one down here now. Feels weird as fuck down here tonight. Like proper weird. Who's in here? Oh. That's enough for me. Do you want me to go or stay? Go. Crazy. What the actual f is that? What is it? Look at it. See-through. There's into the chair there. No way. Real time.
If he indeed works there as a security guard, I'm curious about how he manages to spend the night there every day, especially considering the activity we've witnessed on camera. If he's running like that while recording, one can only imagine what it's like when he's off camera. You really don't know the number of people who have been asking and demanding that I get back to Mikal and feature him again on the channel. Some were even sending threats on Gmail, but I kept my composure and stayed silent all this time. Wait, are you saying that there was a time on this channel when you used to feature your girlfriend? And who said I was talking about her? I don't even have one. Plus, I was talking about a male investigator. And remember when I said you really don't know the number of people demanding his return on this channel? Well, because there are none who are concerned. So, what brought him back? He felt guilty for disappearing, I guess. He is investigating a mysterious old house with not much information provided. The moment he entered the house, the party had already kicked in. And here, I'm talking about the party taking place next door at my neighbor's house. When it comes to the video, however, it took some time before these paranormal psychos started moving stuff around. At first, he found a small closet box with dolls trapped inside, so he tried to be a hero and rescue them, then take them home, and might just use them to fulfill his human lust instinct, if needed. Isn't that what happened? No, you weirdo. The box actually moved. It seems as if it was bombing into Mikal. The door next to him was shaking, creating a hole, which Mickey used to see what was behind the door, as if he couldn't just open the door. Inside that room, he found an X-ray photo, and for some reason, when he touched it, his hand went out of control. The very famous hand a lot of people are familiar with. When he tried to enter the surrounding area, he was tempted once again to go inside, only so these so-called ghosts could push him around and throw stuff at him.
뭐야 이거? 어? 잠깐. 뭐야? 누구세요? 잠시 실례 좀 하겠습니다. 어이 깜짝이야. 씨. 누구세요? 이 안에 누구 있나? 잠시 실례 좀. 우와 잠깐만. 뭐야? 누구세요? 우와, 잠깐. 아. 누구세요? 잠깐만 빠져. 거기 누구요? 농 뒤에. 하지 마세요. 거기 누구요? 누구요? 그 농 뒤에. 와, 잠깐만. 뭐야? 하지 마세요. 왜 그래 이거? 잠깐만. 왜? 뭔 소리야? 이거 조금 뭐가 이상한데? 뭐야? 뭐 양이야? 애기 소리 나면 애기 소리면 안 돼. 나 애기 소리면은 진짜 이거 여기서 이제 나갈 거야. 나 태아령은 감당하기 힘들어. 우리 근원지를 한번 찾아가 보자. 여기다. 잠깐만. 여기 뭐야? 뭐 엑스레이 그거는 사진 같은데 뭔가 불룩한 그런. 깜짝이야. 잘못 봤나? 그냥. 저기 뭐가 많이 있어. 와, 잠깐만. 깜짝이야. 바람인가? 아따. 와, 더 깜짝이야. 잠깐만. 이거 뭐야? 왜 그래 갑자기? 잠깐만요. 잠깐만. 뭐지 이거 그지까지? 잠깐만. 나 쳐다보. 봐봐. 와, 이게 미쳤어. 누구야? 남편이 누구야? 당신이 내까지 장난친 거지? 이리 와. 그래, 내가 저번에 장난쳤을 리가 없다니까. ande, ande, ande. Shit. Wow. Oh, shit. Espérate. Saca.
I don't know if it's only me, but I feel like the production on this guy's videos has increased since the last time I looked him up, or maybe I'm just hallucinating. The next video is stacked with paranormal activities. It had so many scary moments that I could barely find areas in the video where an activity didn't occur. What kind of places are man investigating in which he has encountered so much? It's a nightclub, an abandoned nightclub. Nah man, I meant that it's like a nightclub for the jinn. Every time Roberto turns his head around, something moves. Of course something had to move in order for him to turn around. His bones, his muscles, his phone, and so on. Are you getting smarter as the list goes on? I meant that some objects in the place moves by themselves. But why? Because that's what the jinn wants. Why are you asking such a stupid question? How am I supposed to know why the ghosts would be active in an abandoned place? Do you think I follow them on social media or something? No, I meant, why is this place so active? Well, even though the question is still stupid, we have a very short background story about this house that might just link some of these missing junctions. This house used to belong to some heavy-level drug dealers, but one day a raid took place and bullets were going in every direction, even some directions that scientists haven't found about yet. Many of the people who were there lost their lives due to this invasion, and it seems as if the place was left abandoned after the incident. But what does that have to do with the jinn haunting the place? Just think about it. Drugs, music, chicks all around, and people losing their lives there. At least some demons thought it would be perfect to stay in this area. The activities Roberto had to witness include a ball rolling all around the floor, a pipe falling off the table, a skateboard flipping around, the toilet seat opening and closing, some dark faint voices, a towel falling, a bottle rolling, light door knocks, and more. I felt like I was reading the grocery list.
Buenas noches. ¿Hay alguien? Buenas. Se movió esto, amigos, ¿eh? ¿Hay alguien aquí? Buenas noches. Me da miedo, amigos. Que haya personas. ¿Hay alguien? Buenas. Se movió el bote, el bote, el bote, el bote, el bote. Si hay alguien aquí, queremos que te manifiestes. Queremos que te manifiestes, queremos saber que estás con nosotros. Uy, 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 uy. Uy. Bien, amigos. ¿Hay alguien aquí? ¿Quién está aquí con nosotros? Uy. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Es esto? ¿Es esto? ¿Es esto? Es arriba, es arriba. ¿Hay alguien? Está lleno de impactos de bala. ¡Uy! ¿Hay alguien? Vamos a poner Spirit Box, amigos, donde haya más manifestaciones. Vamos a poner Spirit Box. ¿Hay alguien aquí? Uy. ¡Oh, tu madre! Oigan. Fue esa pelota, amigos, fue esa pelota se movió. Esa pelota se movió. ¿Hay alguien aquí? Esa pelota se acaba de mover. Manifiéstate. ¿Alguien está hablando, amigos? Uy, ¿alguien está hablando? Uy. Uy, se vio lo que venía, se vio lo que venía, se vio lo que venía. ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién eres? Dame una señal, dime en qué parte estás. Uy. Uy, 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 uy. Es arriba, amigos, es arriba. Es arriba. ¿Estás aquí? Buenas noches. La pelota esa se movió. Uy, uy, uy. ¿Estás aquí arriba? Bien, bien, bien. Mire que se movió esa pelota. Uy, 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 uy. Esa es la parte de arriba, amigos. Esa es la parte de arriba. Vean, amigos, aquí hay más impactos de bala. Aquí hay más impactos de bala. Buenas noches. Uy, 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 uy. ¿Hay alguien? Buenas. Amigos, ¿alguien aventó eso? ¿Alguien acaba de aventar eso? Eso de ahí, amigos. Eso de ahí acaban de aventar. Bien, 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 bien. Buenas noches. Se sigue moviendo, se sigue moviendo. Buenas. ¿Hay alguien aquí? Uy. Uy. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. ¿Vive alguien? Uy. ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién eres? Quiero que te manifiestes. Uy, 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 uy. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? Esto se movió, amigos. Queremos verte. Quiero que te manifiestes. Uy, uy. Le pegaron la puerta, le pegaron la puerta. Uy. ¿Escuchan? Como que viene alguien. Como que viene alguien, amigos. Uy, 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 no vale, es eso, es eso, es eso, es eso. Amigos, algo está pasando. Algo está pasando, miren. Uy. ¿Hay alguien adentro? ¿Qué hay? Uy. ¡Ay, Dios! ¡Ay, no! ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Hay alguien? Algo tiene adentro. ¿Estás aquí conmigo? Uy, 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 uy. ¿En qué parte estás? No mames, no mames, no mames. Perdón, perdón por la grosería, amigos. Perdón por la grosería. Vieron el carro, vieron el carro. Vieron el carro. ¿Dónde estás? Miren, no, no manchen, amigos. No manchen. Uy. Alguien corrió. ¿Hay alguien? ¿Cómo que aquí vive gente, amigos? ¿Cómo que aquí vive gente? Uy, 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 uy. Uy. Buenas noches. Alguien está hablando, amigos. ¿Hay alguien aquí adentro? Uy, alguien está hablando. ¿Hay alguien aquí? Buenas noches. Uy, uy. ¿Quién eres? Uy. Uy, aquí es adentro, amigos. Aquí es adentro. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Dónde estás? Uy, uy, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames. ¿Dónde estás? Uy, escucharon, escucharon. Se escucha que están subiendo las escaleras, amigos. ¿Viene alguien? ¿Hay alguien aquí? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso, amigos? ¿Vieron? ¿Vieron eso? ¿Vieron eso? ¿Lo vieron? ¿Lo vieron? Alguien lo jaló. Alguien lo acabó de jalar. Manifiéstate si estás aquí. No es cierto, güey. No es cierto. ¿Quién es? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Quién eres? Uy. Me duele la espalda, amigos. Me duele la espalda. Se los juro que me duele la espalda. Uy. ¿Viene alguien? El tráiler, amigos. El tráiler se acaba de mover. ¿Hay alguien aquí? Miren, lo voltearon, lo voltearon. Ahorita los impactos de bala, miren.
I was only able to cut 50% of the investigation. I couldn't do much more. As I said, almost every time he says something, some event has to take place. I don't even know how he maintained his composure. And why were the walls burned? We have seen a group of Ghost Tech paranormal investigators exploring the chapel of Petworth before, but honestly, I don't know if I have featured that video on my channel before or not. But let's pretend like I did and pretend as if you have already watched that video too. Since we are still on that topic, let's keep pretending as if you're some generous person who wants to give all your properties and money and everything precious you ever owned to someone, and that one just happened to be me for some reason. Wait, are you trying to rob me? No, not at all. All I was trying to say is that let's get to know more about this chapel so I can get you going with the video. Petworth Chapel, built in 1865 by Lord Leconfield, served as a chapel of rest for the nearby Petworth house. During World War II, a tragic event occurred when a German bomber mistakenly targeted the Petworth Boys' School, leading to the passing of 28 children, their headmaster, and an assistant teacher. The chapel and its surroundings are now remembered as sites of historical significance and paranormal interest. If that's what's happening, or better put, if that's what took place, what are these investigators seeking from this investigation? They are seeking vengeance and answers to their questions. Are they giving points to whoever comes up with the best answers? Are you selling your brain on eBay? I would like to purchase it and throw it in some dumpster. Anyway, these guys had many questions, like, what are you wearing right now? Wait, that was me last night. Sorry about that one. They asked if there were any spirits who would like to communicate. They questioned whether there were any spirits from the nearby workhouse, asking if they were still there, and they got some answers and captured some photos that were a little too scary, like a shadow figure and a ghostly face. Or how about the jacket-pulling paranormal activity that was barely visible to us? Lastly, they interrogated George Clooney. I mean, George Charles Hunt.
I just see lights in there. So what I'd like to do is ask if there's any spirits here who'd be willing to communicate with me now.
The voice seemed to come from maybe just over in that area there. Swap you over to that.
Someone just pulled my jacket.
No. I wonder why you moved a bit quick then.
To let me know you're here, shout as loud as you can.
Whoa.
Don't move, Phil. Only recently, this photo, which is taken down by the mass grave where the children are buried, seems to show an image of a young boy's face.
I'd like to know why you appeared beside me. Were you manifesting yourself because I'd asked you to, because you wanted to talk to me? Or was it that you didn't want us to be here and you were trying to frighten us off or to ask us to leave? Did you just hear something then, Jeff? I'm not sure.
I was hearing someone speaking.
That's what I thought. Was it that you didn't want us to be here and you were trying to frighten us off or to ask us to leave? Did you just hear something then, Jeff? I'm not sure.
I was hearing someone speaking.
That's what I thought. But this place now is abandoned. It's pretty derelict. And we'd like to know if you're still here. So could you talk to me, please? Come and say something next to me. There was a bang from outside, but I couldn't tell you what it was.
If you can try and light up these lights, and that will let us know that you're here. Now we know that George is here, and I was gonna... At this moment, a voice is captured saying, "Yes, I am." Here is the audio enhanced, taken from my digital recorder. Now we know that George is here. Your mum, she published this book all about her life. And you're inside the book as well. She mentions you and how distressed that she was. And you're inside the book as well. She mentions you. As we are reviewing the recorder to see if we have captured any EVPs, our music box is activated and detects movement within the doorway. The music box has gone off. It's detective movement coming from somewhere in the doorway.
I think we have already seen enough and can make up our minds about this whole thing. We should really split at this point, as it seems it will never work out. But regarding the video, I don't have much to say. The next video takes place somewhere in one of the levels in the backrooms. Does it actually exist? And I'm the one who thought these backroom stories were just made up, and so did I. But after using the product my friend recommended to me the other day, ever since using it, my life has changed 180 degrees, and now my wife allows me to do whatever I desire to her when we head to bed. Wait, are we talking about the same thing here? Not specifically, but we can get along if we see what this creepy place is like, why I compared it to the backrooms, and am I still capable of paying my rent next month? Well, it all depends. On what exactly? On whether I'm going to get paid or not. Oh, you are talking about the next clip. Then hear me out. The investigator is exploring a 3-story abandoned sewing machine factory. The factory was in the process of being demolished but had the demolition temporarily suspended due to certain reasons. The factory had a living space on the upper floor, while the first floor served as a factory or office area. The second floor was designated as a living space for 3 foreign employees, and the president lived on the 3rd floor. After the president's sudden death, Noriko, the president's daughter, was concerned about the fate of the foreign employees who had suddenly lost their jobs. She allowed them to stay in the house for free until they found new jobs. However, all 3 foreign employees left, claiming that they were scared because they believed the president is still in this house. So, now that you have some information, what did this mysterious guy encounter? A creature was walking around but disappeared after getting chased. If I had a nickel for every time I saw a similar activity, I would be very wealthy right now. Is that actually true? You mean me being rich? No, not really. I will need way more than a nickel. I have seen many strange events in my life before. A lot took place since I was born. A lot has changed too. And how about you give me some more time so I can tell you more details about my personal life and the history of the Earth. Let's get into the video itself. It sounds like a deal to me. Does it actually work? Great. The video takes place somewhere in the world. What a great kickoff. I know, but that's not my fault, as these guys don't really say much about the place other than the fact that it has been abandoned for years now, and they have been cautious about what could be hidden inside. Doesn't that sound a little nosy? There are a lot of houses out there that are being left to rot. Imagine if every house I came across I suddenly became curious to know what could be found inside it. It's more like I'm trying to find treasure to sell on the black market. It sounds more like I'm speaking from personal experience. Nonetheless, Andre and Jaffinho, these are the names of the two investigators, the two names that I was able to find. The third guy is anonymous, so we will call him Jeff. It sounds like an imposter when comparing his name to that of his friends. As they were looking around, something caught their attention, something that was so strange it was laughably scary. A pair of shoes walking on their own from one room to the next. They chased it to see where it went, but they found nothing. How terrifyingly weird. You thought that was weird. Then hear this next one. After they kept hearing noises and making reactions, the intercom just rang. Wait, I thought this place was abandoned. Besides, it has no electricity. How did it ring? Well, when they picked up the phone, we found the answer. It was my delivery man. That guy can make any phone in this world ring, even without electricity. But in all seriousness, they picked up the phone, but no one knows who was calling.
Parece que fez o mesmo som antes de passar correndo na nossa frente. Não parece?
Foi daqui, hein?
Foi o mesmo som, não foi?
Não.
Era bicho, cara. Foi o mesmo som?
Escuta, vamos ver se a gente grava de novo. Silêncio.
Olha ali o sapato mexendo. Olha ali o sapato mexendo. Cara, olha o sapato mexendo ali, cara. Olha ali. Cara do céu, velho. Mano do céu. Cara, vocês estão vendo isso, cara? Acho que sim, cara. Inacreditável, cara. Ali, velho. Não entrou naquela sala. Tu viu, Jota? Tu viu, Jefinho? No começo eu escutei só o barulho, cara, mas eu peguei no finalzinho. Cara, a gente escutou um som de passos antes, cara. E agora também. Não, foi passo. Não, mas agora deu um barulho de passo também. Alguém correu. Uma coisa andou aqui, sapateou aqui dentro, pô. Ai, meu Deus, cara. O que foi? O sapato tá ali, velho. Tênis, na verdade. Foi isso aí, né?
Estranho. Pode ser vizinho, cara. Cara. Foi aqui dentro. Tá vindo aqui da lareira. Tá vindo aqui, tá correndo aqui, cara. Eu vou vir por aqui, ó. Cheguei. Vamos fazer a sessão do Spirit Box aqui mesmo, cara. Vamos ligar aqui, vamos ver o que foi. Pera aí, ninguém se mexe. Pera aí, Jota.
Que isso? A gente vai ligar equipamento agora pra falar com você, tá bom? Cara, tá dando barulho ali, mas eu vi o K2 estourar, velho. Não é possível.
Tá tocando! Tá tocando!
Não é possível, cara.
Tá tocando o telefone!
Cara, mas essa casa não tem energia, velho.
Mas tá tocando o telefone! Não, tocando aqui, sai que tá aqui. Não vai.
Não mexe nisso. Tira isso daí pra ver se vai parar, cara.
Oi?
E aí, cara? Escuta. Ai, meu Deus. Essa casa não tem energia. Deixa eu tentar gravar. Pera aí. Tá bem baixinho. Deixa eu tentar ver.
O que é bem baixinho?
Ele tá falando alguma coisa, mas é bem baixinho.
This last part, when the intercom rang, reminded me of that one old episode of SpongeBob. I think it was called The Night Shift or something like that. It had a similar scene to this one. When it comes to receiving a package in the mail, I never feel safe about these ones, to be honest with you. Even when I order something from Amazon, for example, I wouldn't open that package until I contacted the support team at Amazon. Then, I have to confront the employee who delivered the package and get to know him on a personal level to see what kind of person he is. At the very end, I will have to make him confess. Confess what exactly? His love for you. No, but if he actually did something satanic to the package or not, and if he does not, if he knows anyone in the company who would have done something similar. It's honestly a deep investigation that takes a long time. All of that is so I don't have to deal with it later on. Imagine if I actually did that. I don't think this could apply to anyone in real life. That's why we have Jacob in the next upcoming video. Who is he? And what year was he born? Is he into kids? Let's find out. The man, the myth, the legend. He received this so-called mysterious box in the mail. It honestly looks as if it was all done by a 5-year-old who is obsessed with evil children and cartoon characters. He opened it only to find a baby doll. The doll is said to be possessed by a spirit named Carrie Ann. And who is that beautiful lady? How did you know she was beautiful? Anyhow, we don't really know who she is, so Jacob and his friend decide to keep it and conduct some rituals with it later on. And it happened. What happened? I had that dream of me using the toilet and feeling satisfied. The rest is history. As they kept the doll, weird and strange activities started to occur, with lights flickering and sounds of things falling. But when they finally decided to come face to face with the doll, it kicked one of them, then flew away.
Well, let me see here. We've got the evil beware. Seems to me like the person who packaged this and everything is just trying to oversell their eBay items.
Have a
Ready?
reveal?
Dun dun. And we have a doll. Obviously, it's nothing special about that.
So what are we gonna do with it?
Okay.
I think we should put it somewhere where you could keep an eye on it.
We summon you this day.
Give us some sort of sign, whether it be a flicker, a giggle, or anything. Well, there you go.
Could be cause. Okay, keep doing your thing.
Okay. Well, that's one giggle. I'd like to see another one carry in. Could you do that? We'd like
What's
to...
that banging?
Now that's just creepy.
We got banging again.
Well,
hear a low rhythmic banging upstairs.
Oh my god. This thing is...
It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm tired. She's been giggling all night long, talking to me, knocking stuff over. See, stuff like that, that's what's going on. You know, my tingle factor is heading north of 9.5 at this moment. If it gets to 10, I will do something drastic and direct with this here doll. You know, that right there got me to 10. You know, I feel just a little bit afraid of this door right now. I'm gonna open it, mind you, but God bless me, I hope nothing's in here. I'll look around in it. Down there, 4 a.m. in the morning. Yep. I think I'm done with this dog, Carrie Ann. You and I are gonna have a little bit of showdown.
No, we're going for the direct approach. I'm going in.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. All right.
Here, quickly.
Negotiations are broken
Take
down.
in for that camera.
I'm going in. There it is right there. Going for it. I'm going for it. She's sitting right. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. She's gone vertical. This demon is serious business.
Alright, let's be real. I have never seen a doll do what this doll did. How could it fly like that, perform a professional wrestling move on one of them, then fly away? Not once, but twice. The ending is not the one you just saw. There is still one last shot, and if I keep it, the legitimacy of this video will go from 20% to minus 200%. When it comes to the year 2013, I would expect the videos uploaded in that year to be somewhere crisp. Not to say high resolution or anything like that, but also not so bad to the point where you have to go to an ophthalmologist after finishing the tape. I have said similar stuff about other clips before, and I actually happen to have shown some of the clips of the person behind the next ones, so criticizing the quality of this footage is routine at this point. Now let's get down to business. What are these videos like, and why are you describing them as so bad? I didn't say they were bad videos, but I didn't say they were good either. They are like some kind of abuse. That doesn't sound so promising. We have a lady who lives in her haunted house, where she has captured many paranormal events before, on camera and off camera. Here are 2 videos where we can see a glimpse of these activities. Only a glimpse of them. Yeah, unfortunately. But don't worry. Or, actually, if the resolution of these videos is terrible and the activity isn't much to be talked about, then you have to be worried, even just a little. In the first video, we could see her placing the camera on a table to see if she could capture anything out of nature, any object moving on its own, possibly, but it was just the camera sliding from one angle to another, ever so slightly and very slowly too. In the next clip, she sat the camera on the bottom of the stairs, only to capture what looked like shadows moving across and reflecting on the side walls. While the painting on the wall seems to be tilting, you can hear doors opening and closing and the bell tinkling.
I am in my home, and I have got a video from a couple of months ago when I did a reading, and at the time of the reading, I did not know this happened. It was when I posted the video that I took with my telephone of the reading that I saw something shoot from like this corner right here. My living room is like kind of situated differently because it went down, over, and this way. I do not know what it was. But what I'm going to do is, my husband and I have tried everything we can to like recreate it with a shadow in the room, whatever, but there is nothing. I mean, even a fly, a bug went across. It's just weird the way it happened. So I'm just going to set the camera up in my house. All I'm doing is cleaning, vacuuming, and just see if it catches anything. I focus kind of on this corner and just set the camera up while I'm cleaning. It's not even a camera, it's my telephone. I don't have a camera. Let's see.
And I've tried to capture spirits once. Unfortunately, this house is a lot older than the one we were in. So, I'm just going to If there's any spirits here, I'm recording. You can make yourself known on the recording.
I don't think this was a proper ending for such a long list, but it wasn't that bad either. If you look at the core of these last two clips, they aren't terrible, and placing them at the very end only makes sense. At least it does for me. But you know what is incomprehensible and a bit rude too? You made it all the way here and you're still not subscribing or watching the next video on screen.